all the people that make up the metal community, including you, me, and the musicians, anywhere from the guys at the venues, the ticket people that scan your tickets, or security. They all do a phenomenal job. Um, and speaking of which, I was thinking about something. I know a while back I did like bands of different states, and I don't remember if I got every single state a while back ago. And I thought, well, why not revisit it? Because of the fact that the Black Sky Brewery has got some other bands coming up that sound like they're pretty good, and I believe I think I got them in my list for tonight. So I thought I'd revisit that kind of thing, where I get a little more recognition to people in different states, and I might do some other states later on, or I might do all 50 states again. I don't know. I haven't gotten to that point where I'm thinking that I'm gonna do that or not. But I wanted to let you guys all know. Give me one second. Alyssa. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's one thing I hate about doing this on my phone. Because I always get messed up. Alyssa has a new song, I think, from Blue Medusa, and so does Anthrax. It seems like, I'm assuming it's a single. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to look at it. So if you guys are interested, check those out. I figure you might like that and stuff. And also, this is one of the bands that I have seen before, and it's also on the list. Now, I will say this much: some of these bands are so small that I don't know if the songs are on YouTube that I'm going to say on this list, but I'm pretty sure they're probably more likely on Spotify. But I did make a list, and I just put some of the albums that they had. Some of them had three, some had four, some had more. Like Havoc had more, and there's a couple other bands that were a little more well known, and they have a few more albums out. And I know for a fact that I will definitely butcher some of the band's names or the songs. So I apologize ahead of time to all those bands that I do. I'll just try to make sure I spell it, and at least you guys will have the playlist hopefully this time, so you guys can actually check them out for yourself. And I'm pretty sure that most of these are definitely from Colorado. Some of them didn't have a description that they were from Denver or in Colorado itself, so I'm hoping that I'm right, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Is one of those things I tried to cook up, and and I went through and added I actually physically added those to the playlist for tonight, so that way I'd have them. Sometimes I don't always have time to do that because there's, like somebody says, a full time job to doing a YouTube channel. Well, it can very well be that way because there's a lot more to it than just coming with a thumbnail and description and all this other stuff that goes all into all of it. So this shirt makes me look weird. I don't know. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's just the neckline. Who knows? But anyway, starting with number 20, Starved of Fire, artist Scepter of Eglos. Eligos. I think I pronounced that right. That's one of the ones I was worried about. What the song is about is a track exploring the ancient occult rituals that and the element of deprivation. You know what I mean. Focusing on the dark soundings of dissolution that occurs when the protective light of fire is completely snuffed out. Thank you for the love. Appreciate it. How's it going? My long lost brother. Really? Do you look like that? Interesting. If that's actually your picture, or did you just take a picture and show it on here from me? I don't know. Well, I appreciate it, long lost brother. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all those who are new. Because like I said before, and I'll say it again, without you guys supporting the channel, people won't know about these smaller bands like in Colorado. And hopefully, maybe I'll get one of your states as well later on down the road, right? There you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Number 19 is Flesh Prison from Morg Saruman, I think is how you say it. It's like Saruman, maybe. Seromo. It's a raw, aggressive look at the bodily decay and the physiological confinement. Lyrics, uh, the lyrics zero in the terrifying realization can be trapped within one's own fragile mortality, and the physical mind uh, collapses. Interesting. Number 18 is a song draped in skin from Bog Body. And actually, I got to hear some of these songs, and actually, some of their stuff is really good. I don't think I had that song. The first couple songs on the list are not, definitely not in my playlist, unfortunately, because, like I said before, I think it's in Spotify, not on the other. So, um, this song is delves into primordial filth and ancient bog rituals, burials. Sorry, it details the grim realities of decomposition, mud mummification, and being permanently bound to the earth and the grotesque prehistoric grave. There you go. Interesting. I like that. You know what I forgot? I forgot something. No, that's not it. That's not the right one. I was washing my hands earlier and forgot to put them on. Let's see here. Uh, uh, Deconstruction Protocol is the other one. Suicidal Cages on 17. This is about a heavy math core critique of the technical over reliance of systematic societal control of outlines that calculates step by step psychological breakdowns of humanity under cold industrial automation. There you go. Cool. Some of these are really, I mean, some of these are interesting the way they have the descriptions for some of the actual, the way the song is supposed to be for what it's supposed to be about. So, be interesting to listen to some of those. I would like to hear those. I might have to go to Spotify to see if I can find them. They will not be on my list because I cannot link, unfortunately, um, Spotify to YouTube, unfortunately, which would be kind of cool if you could do that, but you can't, which kind of sucks. But anyway, 16 is peripheral peripheral isolation. It's Perpetual. It's Impicus. I think it says Inspidus. And I did try to listen to the name, trying to just figure out the pronunciation, but I didn't have much time to do that because I was adding stuff to the playlist. The lyrics track is surgical, scientific, descent to total sensory deprivation and alienation, showcasing the madness that sets in when a mind is completely cut off from human contact. There you go. That's definitely an interesting song, right? Way it sounds. Who knows? Atmospheric gaze is, oh my goodness. This looks like necrobulist. It's Noctambulist. I'm gonna have to definitely go through these and try to make sure I pronounce them right later on. Because if I do an interview with any of these guys later on, they're probably gonna give me a hard time about it. But some of them are really difficult. The existential look out into a cold, indifferent universe. The song confronts the cosmic dread and absolute insignificance felt when staring into the void with a pitch black silent sky. There we go. Laminate, and oryx, I think is how you say it. It's Oryx. A slow, crushing exploration of grief, uh, terminal despair, and the physical weight of loss. Um, it operates as a sonic funnel march for a slow erosion of hope. And number 13 is Breath of Fire. Glacial Tomb is the name of the artist. This track addresses internal friction and violation rage. It details the dangerous boiling point where frozen, repressed trauma suddenly erupts into an untamable, destructive, emotional wildfire. There you go. What? Okay, that's a first. Cutie. That's interesting. I've had other propositions before, not that. For one wanted to be a girlfriend, one wanted to get married. Now it's something else. Okay, I love it how people come up with these crazy things. Okay, not saying I'm not interested in anything, but Anyway, sorry about that. Um, Feather and Bone. Oh, entombed in sorry number wait a minute, where was I at? Sorry, you got me kind of sidetracked there. 13, Breath of Fire. I think I got that. Glacial Tomb. Number 12 is entombed in dragged flesh, of feather and bone. Um, what is about is deeply rooted in archaic, beastly themes. This song paints a burial picture of prehistoric tribal warfare, sacrificial mutilation, and the raw, unpolished violence of ancient human history, which we've had a very, very violent past. I will say that much. And we're getting better, but I think we're still not there yet as far as peace and harmony and love in in the universe and everybody around us. Who knows? Number 11, Under the Tomb, artist the Munsons. The traditional heavy stoner doom look at ancient burial grounds and a pre-chaotic destination into the dirt. It examines the ultimate equalizer of human mortality and beneath the soil, which reminds me of Mortal Kombat because of the name morality. It's interesting, but anyway, number 10 is Song in Focus, Abrahams. What is it about? It is a song about a song balances melodic sludge with a message of personal transformation. It describes finding mental clarity and razor sharp purpose through enduring intense physical and emotional trials. There you go. Crucible. The artist is In Company of Serpents, is the name of the band. That's kind of an interesting, I like the name. Rooted in alchemy concepts, the lyrical focus is on transformation through suffering, using the fire of life's worst hardships to burn away physiological weaknesses and forge a stronger spirit. I think we all could use some of that, right? What do you guys think? Cutie and my brother, so to speak. I'll have to look at your profile because that's interesting. Because his picture does look an awful lot like me from here, unless he just did a screenshot of my face and put it on his profile, which that's possible. Who knows? Who knows? And now it's hard to say. This is one of the surprising nights. Let's put it that way. Ohrm, I think is how you say it. Ohrwurm. And I can't pronounce it. Cephallic Carnage. That one I can do. I want to make sure I said it. Catalytic Carnage. Oh my God, Liberty. Translating into Earworm, the chaotic grindcore track uses a sci-fi lens to explore the psychological parasites of mental infections, that absolute loss of sanity causing by obsessive intrusive thoughts. I get a lot of those once in a while. Obsessive intrusive thoughts. No, I'm not that bad. Redicus, I think he says it. Reduzis. And Spectral Voice is the name of the band, which I can definitely pronounce that. A deeply atmospheric death doom dive in cosmic emptiness, slow rot, and absolute silencing of life as the universe naturally decays into the state of frozen stillness. There you go. Caged King from Primitive Man, which I think they're fairly big, and they're fairly got a fairly good sized catalog of songs. I think I do remember having that song in the list. Bleak Cat Mistropic Critique of Industrial Entrapment and Societal. Oh God, my goodness! It exposes the grinding daily desperation experienced by those left behind by a broken system. It didn't make sense when I was looking at it ahead of time. So I was thinking, okay, is that right? Isolation, and this is the artist is Khemmis. I'm not going to go try to pronounce that. Lyrics tackle tormenting silence, inner demons, and depression. It paints a vivid portrait of individual retreating for the world into a freezing darkness of starless sky, burned by failure and deep emotional scars. There you go. Wow, some of these bands are like crazy when it comes to names. This one will be easy because it's this one right here. Number three is Prepare for Attack, which I've heard it, I've watched them, definitely from Havoc. It's a high speed political call for action. The lyrics detail the rising up against the fascist dictator, cutting off the head of a corrupt state, and dismantling systematic oppression before the empire slows to a crawl. There you go. I'm not sure if they're referring to certain individuals or what, so it's hard saying. That's one of those things. Number two is Enter My House Justified. Okay, Wayfarer, not Wayfair. Um, Against the blood-soaked backdrop of American frontier, this blackened folk track follows a lonesome rider facing down a coming storm. This is a story about a world that has left the old frontier behind, focusing on an outlaw who finally accounts for his violent deeds because time has won. There you go. Number one, and I definitely know I did find that one, and I did put it on the list. Very first song in their group, but I did add some more of their other songs because I figured since I did everybody else's, I would do I would do theirs too to be nice to them. So you guys can hear a lot more than that on the playlist. Which there's quite a few songs there. It's over 7+ hours of songs that you guys can listen to. So check it out. Deeply philosophical cosmic concept. Did I say it? Yeah, blood incantation. Just in case you did, I don't know if I said the name. A deeply philosophical cosmic concept, peace tracking time, life, and the universe. The lyrics assert that all physical life is entirely temporary, suggesting that their true longevity only exists of abstraction, consciousness, and exploring the transcending reality through a ancient cosmic gateway. This kind of plays into a lot of what me and one of my coworkers talk about quite a bit, about everything being a simulation, so to speak, and it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. And actually, is it really a simulation or is it something else or what? Is reality real or not? Who knows? Yeah, but it's hard to say. Um, anyway, wait a minute here. Hold on. Okay, I was making sure I was trying to get some of the tour dates kind of stuff. This one's a little more detailed than I was planning on, so I'll just put down a few of the group, the places that they're going to be at for some. There's going to be like three bands listed: Blood Incantation, European Summer Festival campaigns, select U.S. dates. As a cosmic death metal Titans are crossing the Atlantic for a massive summer tour across Europe at the biggest metal and rock festivals. So Blood Incantation will be there, and that's the one that was the first or last one, I should say, number one. They're going to be from June until 3rd till the 19th. Well, they got a couple on June 23rd, 26th, 24th, 26th, and late August where they're going to return to the U.S. But they're going to be in the Swedish Festival, Mystic Festival, uh, Rock and Ring, Download Festival, Conrad 2. I'm not sure what that one is. Hellfest, of course. That's a awesome one. That'd be awesome to go see. That's in France, of course. Clemens, I think that's how you say it. KHEMMIS North American Summer Tour. They're going to have a tour from May 16th all the way till August 2026. August 2026. So we're talking May, June, July. They're going to be in different venues throughout this, the United States. They're going to have Acid Bath there and Chat Pile on the one of them. I'm not sure about the other ones. In Oklahoma, uh, Rickshaw Theater in Vancouver, Substation Seattle, Washington, Aladdin's Theater in Portland, Oregon, the Starlit Room in Sacramento, California, Los Angeles, California, the Nile Theater in Mesa, Arizona, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. There you go. Wayfarer and North America spring dates. The Blackened Folk Western Metal Innovators are wrapping up a series of highly anticipated North American appearances this month, I guess, in May. So if you haven't seen them, you might want, if you want to check them out, listen to the list, see what their music sounds like. May 11th of 2026 is the Great American Music Hall in San Francisco. Sister, I guess that's the name of the place, is Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bluebird Theater in Denver, Colorado on May 15th. And oh yeah, it's about just talking about hometown alignment. Youngstown, Ohio, and Westside Bowl on May 20th. Space Films, Portland, Maine. I think that's where that's at. ME. I'm trying to remember what ME is stands for. I don't remember the abbreviation. May 28th. So you know. So there you go. There's your tour dates for some of the bands that we've talked about on the list. And I do apologize for not having the songs that are on my list because, like I said before, and I'll say it again, I have a feeling that they are probably on Spotify, but not on YouTube Music. I know a lot of bands. I don't know what their preference is, but usually when they mention band other songs or new songs, they usually kind of exclude YouTube Music, which, you know, the way I see it, they might want to do that because there's a lot more space because they can do their music videos like MTV used to do on their channel, so you can see the full video instead of just a short little clip. That's the only good side to that. I mean, and people who listen to music, they can flip it from music video to the music itself in the app. So just so you guys know, that's one of those things that might be advantageous for them to kind of promote their band on YouTube a little bit. And with my channel, hopefully that will make it change. I don't know. I'm not saying Spotify is bad at all because I've got some. I had an account on Spotify for a while too. So to help somebody else out, I'm not gonna mention names, but anyway, I'm sure they know who it is if they hear this. But anyway, who knows? Just so you guys know, thanks for watching. Take care, and you guys have a wonderful night. I will see you. I don't think tomorrow, and the reason why is if since I'm doing this list, that's part of the reason why I spawned it was that there are going to be some of the bands that are on the list at Black Sky Brewery, and I'm hoping to make that. Whether I do or not, I don't know. Depends on what's going on. I'm hoping maybe I can convince my son to go with me. I think he might like it if we do go. Because I got to do a few things tomorrow too, along with that. So it's going to be one of those hectic days. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. So don't forget, headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys for doing that. And it means a lot. We have 500 and I think 45 subscribers now, which is really awesome. It's growing even faster than before because we have more people. More people are viewing it, more people are liking it, more people are seeing it, which is awesome. And I almost had one interview, I thought, but also I was featured on the Lords of Acid's Facebook page, which is awesome. I got to talk to them in the meet and greet, and they were doing a live stream right there the very first show to get it kind of, you know, souped up for the, I say, their tour. So if you haven't seen them, I think they're still on tour right now. I'm not certain when the ending is, but if you have, check out Bands in Town, check it out, and see if they're touring in your area if they haven't already. So thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good night, and I will see you probably next week, possibly. I'm. I don't think I'm gonna be on here, but if I do, I'll try. You know, I'll make sure I get on here. If I don't go, if not, you might see a few little clips from the venue. We'll see. Maybe even a live interview if I get a hold of the bands before. Uh, and I know who they are because sometimes it's hard to tell who's the band members and who's the people just, you know, going to watch the show. So who knows? Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good night. And you guys have a wonderful night.